This is our Forex blog for January 15th, 2016. One of the most incredible weeks we've had in a while due to the high volatility and the fact that our trading systems are designed to find trend trades. We mostly trade with the trend until the markets move statistically too far, and then we look for counter trend trades. But when the markets are just extremely moving around very violently and volatility is high, we tend to do extremely well. So this is just from Friday, these trades right here. You can see there are 53 trades, 1,042.4 pips, which is probably the second or third 1,000 plus pip day we've had in the last 2 years. It's very rare. Usually extremely good days are 500 plus pips. You can see the average loss is only 4.75 pips. And there's a lot more wins than losses. The average win is 28. So you have over 5 times bigger wins than losses, and over 65% winning, probably 75% winning. Just astronomical results for Friday. Here's Thursday, which didn't do quite as well, obviously. 440 pips, so less than half the results of Friday. A lot more losers, but they only averaged 7.9 pips. There were 28 losers that day. Some days, are obviously exceptionally better than others, but the average win was 22. So while there was just barely more wins than losses on Thursday, the wins were 22 pips and the losses were, 7 or 8. Here's Wednesday, not as many trades, only 27 trades, 283 pips, but the average losses were only 7.9 pips. The average win 23. So 3 times bigger wins than losses, and you can see slightly more than half on that day. This is Tuesday. Pretty good day, 326 pips. Obviously not as good as 1,000 pips. That's insane. The average loss was only 5.4, which I like, and the average win was 18. So 3 times bigger wins than losses, and you can see probably 55 to 65% winning on that day. And then this is Monday, Sunday, Monday, tons of trades, 47 trades, 724 pips, probably the best Sunday, Monday we've ever had. The average loss, there's not many of them, was only 5.36, and the average win was 21. So probably 75% winning that day, maybe even 80, and 4 times bigger win than loss. Let me just showcase some of the trades. Here's the euro dollar right here. And we have trend and counter trend trades, by the way. So let's start. We can look at this on Thursday. You can see very nice buy here at the low. The trend was up. This is a decent pullback and explosive multi 10, 20, 30, 60, 70 pips. Here we lose about 8 pips. There's no more trades until right here. This is a very small 4 or 5 pip one. Another small 10 or 12 pip one. We find a counter trend trade at the absolute high, which is good for about 30 pips. And then another exceptional trade right here, counter trend trade, good for about 35, 40 pips. Here's the pound dollar. We'll start at the beginning of the day. Trends down. We go short right here, good for about 30 pips. Good for another 30 pips. Counter trend trade right here, which only makes about 8 or 9 pips. And then we go short again. The trend is clearly down. That's our main focus most of the time. 30 or 40 pips. And that's it. Australian dollar. And go back 2 days. You can see Thursday, big win, small loss. Counter trend trade here, that's good for a little bit. And what's nice about our counter trend trades is one of the reasons our counter trend trades work so well is because we have there's nearly 3,500 patterns. Most of them are trend following. So when you have a strong trend like this, and we do find when the market's gone down statistically too far, and we take a stab at buying when the momentum is not too weak on a short-term basis, not during the whole move, it is clearly weak, but on a short-term basis, the market's showing signs of stalling, and we do a counter trend trade here. Our trend trade gets us out of the counter trend trade at the maximum profit you could ever have in that trade, rather than let a trailing stop get out. And that's one of the reasons why our counter trend trades work so well, because we find so many trend trades that we, when we do dip our feet into the water for a counter trend trade, we tend to get out of it a lot of times due to a trend trade popping up. Huge trade right here, good for about 40 pips, and then this one right here we lost about 5 or 6. So when you have huge 40, 50 pip wins and less than 10 pip losses, and you're over 50% winning, you're going to have an exceptional trading day. Here's the pound yen, which we found a lot of good trades. Here's we'll go back and look at Thursday as well. Loss, very small win, very small win. 15 pip win, 8 pip win. Right here, good for about 20 pip win, counter trend trade. Pretty much break even. Maybe we lost 5 pips on that one. Short right here, maybe made a pip or 2 or lost 3 pips. Short right here made about 70 pips. Short right here made 75 pips. Another good short right here made about 50 pips. Short right here made about 70 or 80 pips. I mean, just astronomical, very high pips, and that's why pound yen contributed to over 1,000 pip day. Here's the dollar CAD on Friday. Got in here and it exploded up, and unfortunately gave back a lot of the profit because the market gapped up and had huge range bars. Normally that doesn't happen, but still was a hugely profitable trade, good for about 75 pips. Bought right here, almost got stopped out with a loss, but the market was so strong and went back up. Made about 20 pips on that one. The market's extremely strong, the trend is up. We buy this little narrow range rectangle pattern right here, which I love to do. And I have probably about 400 patterns in there that look to buy low volatility breakouts in the direction of the trend. Always trend trades of narrow range breakouts, never a counter trend trade. So you can see this one was good for about 40 pips. And the market is at an extreme, but it's too strong to sell, so there's no counter trend trades. This one about 5 or 6 pips. Yeah, it looks like that's the, oh, and there's another trade here later in the day, good for 10, 20, 30 pips right before the market closes. And I'll show one more currency that I think had a few good trades, the dollar Swiss. We'll go back, look at it on the previous day too. So the previous day it looks like it lost 5 or 6 pips here, lost 10, so it's down 15 pips for that day. And then on Friday it made 30 or 40 pips, made about 40 pips, made about 10 pips, and that's it. So again, these are the results of the trading system this week. One of the few 1,000+ pip days we've had. In some days there's only 10 or 15, 20 trades. Other days there's, I think the highest number of trades in a day is 70 in the 14 currencies that we trade. There's 3,500 different patterns that look for trades in about 25 different categories of trade. Red signal means sell, green means buy, the trailing stop tells you when to get out. And for my own records, I label each individual trade with its own name. I categorize it, keep detailed statistics of each trade, and when probably a third of each day I look through the trades that didn't work, compare it to the past for that particular trade. If it works well in the past, I tend to leave it alone. If it's a 50-50 trade, I will look to see some of the videos and pictures I have of the old trades and what the winners have in common that the loser today didn't. And I will put in additional rules that will help eliminate some of the losses in the future while allowing those good trades to still come through. And that's one of the reasons why you probably won't find too many trading systems out there available to retail traders that have this kind of results.